Politics. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm unbiased. I think Donald Trump is very much not a good person, and that he should lose this upcoming election, and that you should vote to make that happen. The unfortunate reality of that thought process is that I think Joe Biden should win this upcoming election, despite having reservations about that as well. But the amount of human suffering is just too much. That is the reality of it. If you disagree, I think you're wrong. I think you're very wrong. That being said, this is Epic Rap Battles of History. I'm not going to let that affect my opinion of the rap battle. In fact, I am of the opinion that Donald Trump has won every rap battle for this series that he's been in so far. The only one who has that distinction, in fact. Let's see if Joe Biden can break his winning streak. I'm gonna try and catch as much as I can. And we'll see where we're at. Let's go. Got like the really fast piano in the start. Wait. I'm pretty sure this is Peter. He's really got that steely-eyed squint going for him. He's got the mask on. I don't think you could see it on... Oh. That's pretty great. Oh, hand sanitizer. Oh no. They're not going to be nice at all with this, are they? Good, but... Ooh.
It's the DJT, getting it on. The Teflon Don on the White House
lawn. Oh, the Teflon Don on the White House lawn. Because nothing sticks to him. Oh no. They're having him interrupt the announcer. Is that like him interrupting the debate moderator? Is that what they're going for? I don't know. I don't want him doing that because I don't want any comparisons between Donald Trump and Steve Jobs for coolness.
Getting it on. The Teflon Don on the White House lawn. Wimps like you, I'll win a third term. Your campaign's like your family. Crash and burn.
Whoa. Oh, fuck!
Is this me? That's a riot.
Okay, so that was... that was harsh.
Win a third term. Your campaign's like your family. Crash and burn. Looting and violence will keep the MAGA movement quiet. Is this me? That's a riot. Watch you step behind the gym, I'll be standing by.
Oh, that's clever, because of, pretty much any Black Lives Matter protest being labeled as a riot, I think, is what he's going for, with that line. The women's protests as well, from a couple years ago.
Is this me? That's a riot. Watch you step behind the gym, I'll be standing by. See how tough you are against the 45. I should have hoped for
That's pretty good.
Bigger than the one I blew through cause I'm Soleimani. Then I go.
Oh shit, Soleimani, the Iranian general.
I got all the best cognition with all the top grammar. I'm not a little girl's shoulders, so you can't touch this MC stammer.
Whoa. Yeah, because Joe Biden is the bad habit of the sniffing the necks and the odd touching, which in the best case scenario, dude, stop. And in the worst case scenario, for if he actually is as creepy as that makes him looks. As that makes him look. I have grammar too, Mr. Trump.
You can't touch this MC Stammer. You're disastrous.
MC Stammer.
You say I'm selling hate in America. You're selling hate in America. Like with Hillary, the people aren't swayed. Just for our shadow. And I don't really like the shade.
Is that the verse over?
The pain.
That was a good first verse. It's nothing compared to his verse in 2016. I think the 2016 battle for both rappers is one of the best they've ever done. Just punch after punch after punch, and these were all good, just not anywhere near the level. There's so much from the last 4 years, I don't know what Joe Biden's gonna talk about. Like, just overflow of information.
And I don't really like the shade. The pain of losing loved ones is something I have seen. So I know how you must have felt when they killed Jeffrey Epstein.
God damn. Oh, I believe they came down a lot on Bill Clinton for that too. In fact, more than Donald Trump I've seen, they've come down on Bill Clinton for that too, despite I believe there being far less instances of him flying with him. I could be mistaken on that. Someone correct me on that if I'm wrong. I don't like spreading false information.
I know how you must have felt when they killed Jeffrey Epstein. Rap lyrics just ain't for you. You should stick love letters for Kim Jong-un. You're
Ooh.
wrestling here.
Oh.
Nothing about you's real. Bitch, you didn't even really write the art of the deal. But you tapped into the rage.
Oh, you're wrestling nothing about you's real. I like that. So he's just saying he's getting the crowd going, making them angry, for the sake of it. You know, it's all a show, entertainment value.
Nothing about you's real. Bitch, you didn't even really write the art of the deal. Tapped into the rage. You read Mad Hatters. Well, let me tell you, Trump, all lives matter. I don't want to defund no police. I picked a DA for my beat.
I think he's trying to reverse the All Lives Matter line, and I didn't think it landed. Red Mad Hatters.
Mad Hatters. Well, let me tell you, Trump, all lives matter. I don't want to defund no police. I picked a DA for my VP. I'm not a communist. I'm not a socialist. I'm just an old ass man with some decency. No matter what you try to say, global warming ain't cancer. You pulled out a parachute or pulled out a Stormy Daniels.
Oh!
I'm tired of you, Donald Trump. You're fired. The only thing getting fired up.
That was a good segment. I'm gonna go back. Not a communist, I'm not a socialist. Of course, Donald Trump likes to try and label Joe Biden as this. Which, honestly, I wonder if Bernie Sanders kind of helps with, because maybe that would be easier if you didn't have an actual socialist in the Democratic Party to point to and be like, no, that's this guy. He's over here. Joe Biden is so very... What it is any Democrat they would have put up, they would have whined about saying, this is a socialist, for literally having any left ideas to Trump. Which, Joe Biden does not have many, but let's not get into the policy minutia. This is not about conservatism versus liberalism versus socialism versus stuff. It's not about that. Wrong. Good God.
Is tear gas from law enforcement.
Ooh.
Keep America great. You'll unleash Antifa and keep America.
That was just mean. I wonder if we're gonna get Lincoln at the end. That'd be awesome.
Fired on my watch is tear gas from law enforcement. I'll keep America great. You'll unleash it.
That just wasn't a clever line. It was just brutal and mean. It's kind of harkens back to his 2016 lines about the less Latinos, the tearing down mosques, and building the wall. But those were all very well structured lyrical lines. I kind of feel like they're giving him the bad guy lines, but not making them sound awesome here, as far as lyrical structure goes.
Watch is tear gas from law enforcement. I'll keep America great. You'll unleash Antifa and keep America like Portland. Ain't nothing gonna beat me. No person, woman, man, camera, TV. They impeached me. I still walked out of DC looking peachy. And keep America great. You'll tear gas from law enforcement. I'll keep America great. You'll unleash Antifa and keep America like Portland.
Yeah, Portland, I believe. What did happen in Portland? Too much stuff. Is that the one where, gosh, they had the, sanctuary cities? What happened in Portland? I'm Googling. I want to make sure. This is a New York Times headline. A man was shot and killed after supporters of President Trump clashed with counter-protesters. Okay. So it was relating to the protests. This is what I'm talking about, though. So much has happened in the last 4 years that I can't keep it all straight in my head. Sad.
Great, you'll unleash Antifa and keep America like Portland. Ain't nothing gonna beat me. No person, woman, man, camera, TV. They impeached me. I still walked out of DC looking peachy. I still walked out of DC.
Look at his little walk here. I honestly think that Epic Lloyd is one of the greats of physical comedy. Some of the movements he makes in some of his battles, but really, it's just fantastic. Another great example is when he played Hitchcock.
You got the sloppy Joe, but no beef. The only white privilege I see are those teeth. Maybe
Whoa!
Thing or two about life. Like there's no hunting season for your dead brother's wife. You and your mask and your Knight Rider shades are getting revoked like your Roe versus Wade. There's no blue wave. Forget it, not coming.
Ooh, that's a harsh one too. And the Roe versus Wade, because I assume all the Supreme Court picks that he's been able to knock down would be great.
There's no blue wave. Forget it, not coming. Like I tell criminals, Joe, stop running.
Was Breonna Taylor running? You dumb, whistling fool. I think your daddy would finally be proud of you. He was a racist asshole, too.
No idea what's going on here, but a good place to stop. Yeah, Breonna Taylor. I believe she's the one who was sleeping in her home when she was killed. Very terrible. These are the examples of people who they did everything wrong and probably murdered somebody.
I think your daddy would finally be proud of you. He was a racist asshole, too.
Mm-hmm.
What's this malarkey? Oh, keep at it and you'll end up in jail. Malarkey. What's this malarkey?
Oh, it's the Russians. Oh. That's interesting.
Racist asshole, too. What's this malarkey?
What's this malarkey?
Keep at it and you'll end up in jail. I'll take it down like a mule and you're a mailbox. From all your wives to
Oh, the post office stuff. No, Joe Biden. Donald Trump's been doing a lot to limit and basically get rid of the postal service, which of course would be awful for America. That's how we keep our parcel sending cheap. One of our better institutions, especially since it successfully pays for itself for the most part.
To the SATs, everything you ever did, you just had to cheat. Cause you're too insecure to even look like a loser.
Yeah.
Worst damn Republic mailbox. From all your wives to the SATs, everything you...
Oh my god, there's... because of, you know, him... I believe that the college he was at, he basically threatened them not to release his real transcripts for his grades there. And the wives. Oh my god, the wives. You remind me of my ex-wife in a bikini. Because you disgust me.
Cause you're too insecure to even look like a loser. You're the worst damn Republican since Herbert Hoover. When you scoop
Whoa.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. Making sure I've got my timelines right. I believe he's the one that's generally blamed for the Great Recession. Great Depression. Great Recession's 2008. Great Depression, as well as just sending the entire country into turmoil over it. Yeah, he had a philosophy of, you know, just sit back and let it resolve itself. That the president, his job is to not be in the way of the country and the economy, which sometimes is the correct action. For instance, Bill Clinton did not do really anything to stop the internet from booming. But this was an impending economic and complete meltdown. So, obviously, many would consider that to be not good. Whoa! That's Pence, of course. Whoa!
You think they're suckers like McCain in the Marine Corps. Sometimes I can't tell for which side you room. When we go high, you go down on poo. Truth is, you're scared to lose. You got...
Oh my god. Constitution's domestic abuser. Because he's in the house. Oh no. No. John McCain, it's the saddest thing. He is more popular among Democrats than he is among Republicans as far as polling is concerned. And just think about that. This guy was one of their heroes. But dare speak against Trump. I don't get it. John McCain he's a Republican, so I very much do not agree with him on much. But at bare minimum, he had so much more going for him than most politicians did. Most national level politicians. I'm not coming after your local mayors and state representatives. That's not what it's about. And they just abandon him collectively. It's the saddest thing, because like, now he's a dead man, so people coming after him, it's just sad. Sad. I can't do the Trump voice. It's just awful.
Sometimes I can't tell for which side you room. When we go high, you go down on poo.
Jesus.
Truth is, you're scared to lose. You got nothing in the bank that I owe you.
Yeah, I saw those those tax returns.
You're a freeload. Change your name to Trump. You got nothing in the bank that I owe you. You whine about balance like a bitch, but the only thing that's rigged is taxes for the rich. You're a freeload. Change your name to Trump. Campaign trail, but you can't get down a ramp. I'm pulling away faster than your wife's hand. For the love of democracy, will you shut up, man?
I I kept looking for a good place to pause, and it's just like punch, punch, punch. Oh no.
Like McCain in the Marine Corps. Sometimes I can't tell for which side you room. When we go high, you go down on poop. Truth is, you're scared to lose. You got nothing in the bank that I owe you. You whine about balance like a bitch. For the only
Oh, they put in his stutter there.
thing that's ring is taxes for the rich. You're a freeload. Change your
Joe Biden will do that too. Don't for a second think that he's not going to do that too when things have calmed down. The taxes for the rich thing. I'm not saying he'll be as bad or as brazen about it. He probably won't be. But I think it's important to remember that after this guy is hopefully in office, hopefully, we need to put just as much scrutiny on him as we've put on Trump. And really, that's the job of democracy, is we don't just get to forget about our politicians and let things be after they're in office. The fortunate thing is, hopefully, things go back to not everything horrible every day, so our news cycle won't be as crowded. So hopefully it'll be a little easier to keep track. I don't have a stutter. I have no excuse. Awful.
name to track. My campaign trail, but you can't get down a ramp. I'm pulling away faster than your wife's hand. For the love of democracy, will you shut up, man?
Of course, the debate there. That's a decent final line. I think. Neither one was as strong as Trump v. Clinton. Yeah, that was just one of the punchiest battles they've had. Perfect flow and music. Oh, I should let the credits play while I'm talking about this. He's right. You do. I think Peter's the one who does the announcer voice. Yes, you do. Vote. And let's say that you're gonna make the decision. And vote now. Voting early is much safer during the pandemic. Much, much safer. If you can mail in a ballot, I know that there's some people concerned about that. But give it a shot. if you're worried that your ballot's just gonna disappear, the worst that can happen is that you're right and that you wasted your time. Same if you're worried about it all being rigged. The worst that can happen is that you're right and you wasted your time. So, give it a go anyway. But yeah, if you're not gonna vote for the president, there are still local representatives. And these people are decided by a few hundred votes. You think you can't swing a local representative election? You're wrong. I've seen them go. I've seen them go every which way. Just a few hundred votes can make a difference. A few dozen votes in some races can make a difference there. So if you're not going to vote for the president, at least turn your attention to your own political sphere. And if you're too young to vote, just try and stay informed. That's really the best thing you can do. I am not the most informed person I could be, but I try and keep enough track that I know what's going on to a degree, and it's been hard. It was harder before 2016. It was easier before 2016. To keep some level of track. As far as who won the rap battle, it's a little harder to tell because neither had. Joe Biden had the biggest whoas to me that he. I think Trump had the early one about the family. Oh, he said I'll win a third turn again.
Campaigns like your family.
Oh, man.
Anything or two about life, like there's no hunting season for your dead
Fuck. There's a couple of really brutal ones for Trump, but I think some of the lines he was going for that were just the worst didn't land as much. Whereas Biden had a few, like, which one was it? Everything you did, you had to cheat. That's just clever. Pulled out of Stormy Daniels. It's close, but I do lean for Biden on this one. I believe there's another ERB coming in November. Hopefully a little less sad to watch at the same time as I'm dealing with the awesome. Because this was awesome, but it was sad. Sad. Can't do the voice. My primary recommendation for, not recommendation, suggestion for a battle that I want them to do is probably going to be Hawkeye Pierce versus Sheldon Cooper. It's two TV doctors who helmed over a decade's worth of the undisputed most popular comedy show of their time. And I think there's other parallels too, but that's where I'm at. What did you guys think of the battle? Who do you think won? Comment, like, subscribe. Other YouTube nonsense like that. If you made it this far, cheers to Ginger Fatty. Put that in the comments, whatever you want. This is gonna be a long couple weeks, isn't it? I mean, that's even. Did they even have a line in here about how he, much like, oh, they didn't have Lincoln. Aw, or another battle rapper. I guess they wanted to keep the focus on, just change things up. Did they have a line about how much he's not looking like he's gonna concede if he does lose? I'm not sure. See you guys at the next epic rap battles of history. Take care.